What is up, everyone? It's Ricky572 return to the channel. Today's October 31st, 2023. I'm going to start off the market watch with saying happy Halloween to everyone. Hope everyone stays safe tonight. If you guys are going trick-or-treating or partying, yeah, happy Halloween. But yeah, we're going to start off the market watch today with the OTS 23 or OTS Tournament Pack 23. So it looks like we have a couple listings already out. It's been out for like a week. Looks like enemy controllers at like 12 listings, $64ish is what the starting listing is at. They've been selling for like I guess $60. I think this one has another. No, this is the only ultimate rare I think it has. But yeah, it looks like that's $64. We have Curry Curd Divine Incarnate at $80. It says like it has a market price of $58. So let's take a look at that. It looks like people have been buying these at like $60ish, $60, $50, $58, $55, and $60. And right now we only have 7 listings on the market and they're at $80 now. In my opinion, that's a little bit too high for the card. I will wait to buy that and wait for it to drop because it's not really seeing too much play this format. It was seeing play during cashier format, but we're not in cashier format anymore. So I would hold off on buying these at 80. Wait for them to drop down. I'm pretty sure all of them are going to drop down. Big Welcome Labyrinth looks like it's at 19 listings. And these have been selling for like 54, 51, 51. They're still like around that $50 price point. This one only has another printing, and the other printing I think is like $20. So I think this one's gonna drop too, because you could only play it in like a labyrinth deck. So I think this one's gonna drop to like the maybe like $30, $40 price point later on once we get more listings on the market. This set has only been out for like I said, like a week. So yeah, I'm pretty sure all these prices are gonna start dropping once more people go to their OTS stores and get the packs and pull some more. But yeah, we have Pulling Drug at like $6ish, Emergency Super Rare at like $3, Labyrinth Stovey at 173, Labyrinth Kukluk at 165, Dynamorphia Intact 90 cents, Super Heavy Samurai Motorbike at 90 cents, Rescue Ace Preventer at 148. We have a common Supreme King Gang. I think this one was going up in price last week. I think I saw it reaching like a $3 to $4 price point. We'll take a look at it right now. But we have Solo the Supreme King at 45 cents, Supreme King Gate Infinity at 60 cents, Watt Chimera 45 cents. So everything else is like under $1. But let's take a look at that Supreme King Gate Zero. But before I move on to that, let me know what your thoughts are on this OTS Tournament Pack 23. Do you guys like it? In my honest opinion, I'm not really a fan of this pack. I mean, it does have like the Big Welcome Labyrinth and the Curry Kura, but Curry Kirk no one's really playing at the moment. Big Welcome Labyrinth is like specific to a deck. I guess good for Labyrinth players, and then Enemy Controller. It is seeing play, but I think we do have like another rarity of that. I'm not too sure, but I think this comes as another rarity. Does it have another ultimate rare? I feel like it has another ultimate rare. No? Is my internet bad or something? Enemy. Am I spelling it wrong? Controller. Oh, I guess I'm wrong. It has a super rare, ultra rare, dual terminal, rare, secret rare, common. There's just a bunch of printings for this card, but if you do want the ultimate rare, it's gonna cost you 64. I guess that's a good. No, I think it's gonna drop. I think it's gonna drop. It is high rarity, but they could always like reprint this in like a rarity collection 2 or something next year. I don't know. I've been afraid to buy cards in like high rarity because I feel like they're just gonna be reprinted uh, again and again like they did with like the rarity collection one that they did right now, which I'm actually excited for. I can't wait to open that setup. We have Kevin who bought another case uh, and is gonna probably get it this week. But yeah, let's take a look at Supreme Gate Zero now. But let me know down in the comments how you guys feel about this OTS Tournament Pack 23 Supreme Gate. Cause I think I saw a super rare going up in price. Okay, so yeah, it was going up a little bit in price. So we have the Super Rare Supreme Gate Zero. This one was sitting around like $1, and right now we have it moving up. 26 listings on the market. We got listings starting at $3.45, $3.50, $3.70, $3.73. If I were you guys, I would probably sell these off and try to get something from them while they're at like the $3 price point. I'm gonna go look through bulk and see what I have. But yeah, this one has been going up in price. Next card we're gonna be talking about is Baron de Flora. So we're gonna go through a couple of the cards that were kind of expensive before the rarity collection came out. Baron de Flora was sitting around like $30 to $40. It hit a $60 price point at its highest for the reprint of Maze of Memories. But right now we have them going down in price, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna go down even lower. We have the Maze of Memories version at $15.69, $15, $15.75, $16.89, $15.90. So yeah, people are fire selling, but yeah, I feel like these are all gonna go down even lower in price since we have 7 other printings coming for Baron de Flor, and we have this one at $16.93, $17.70, $17 and $17.99. So this is the original printing, but it really depends on what you feel is the highest rarity of Baron de Flor. Some people like to say the original printing is always like the highest rarity, but now we have like 7 different printings for you to choose from, so it's gonna be hard to say what's gonna be like the higher rarity Baron de Flor out of like the affordable ones, because we also have collector rare, we have another collector coming. You have quarter century and ultimate. Yeah, there's just so many copies. So yeah, I feel like these are gonna go down in price. Even though this is like the original printing, I feel like it's gonna drop down in price to like $10. But yeah, next card is Potter Prosperity, another card that got 7 printings in the rarity collection. These were at around like $30 to $40. Now we have them dropping down to like under the $20 mark. So yeah, that's Pot of Prosperity for you guys. If you guys sold before the reprint, you guys are in a good spot, but I think these will drop down even further in price. Let's take a look at the Starlight Rare Pot of Prosperity though. Because technically the Starlight Rare is the higher printing, and it looks like, yeah, they took a dip down as well. These were like around $500 and are now going to like the $400 mark. $300, 322, 323, and 323. So yeah, they are tanking down the price. So it's like under $2 from what it was. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel about the rarity collection or like the higher rarity cards in Yu-Gi-Oh at the moment. To be honest, I think I mentioned it already, but I'm kind of staying away from higher rarity cards because I feel like Konami could just reprint these at any time when they want. So let's say a card like, what's a card that doesn't have a higher rarity right now? Let's say Triple Tactics Thrust. We have Triple Tactics Thrust in a secret and an ultimate rare, but Konami could just reprint that in like a rarity collection 2 and print that out in like 7 different rarities, making the card go down in value. So I'm kind of trying to stay away from like higher rarity cards. For a collector, if you guys collect these cards, it's good for you because you guys could get whatever version you want, and you guys have access to that card. For players as well, you guys could pick whatever you want and have access to the card. But for like people who invest in the cards to try to make a profit, I would stay away from them. Yeah, that's just my opinion on the higher rarity stuff. But for collectors, it's a good time. You guys have a lot of card printings to choose from right now since the rarity collection is coming out. But that's enough about the rarity collection. We're going to be talking about Mana Diem Briam Heart next. So this is a card that you play, I think, 3 of in the Mana Diem deck. And I think Mana Diem has been doing pretty good. This past weekend, we had Minconco take YCS Bolivia. But we also had some a Mana Diem build up there in like the top 32. We had a couple Unchained builds. We have tier elements, and we had Rescue Ace at the top 2. I think we had Purely 2 as well. I need to go look at the list, but we did have Mana Diem up there in the top. So I want to take a look at Mana Diem Realm Heart since it only has 1 printing right now. And we're probably not going to get another printing of this card until next year's 10s, unless it's going to be in the 2-player structure deck that's coming out in January. So it might be in there because it does have like some Mana Diem cards in there. I'm not sure which ones are going to be in there. I just know there's like a Synchro monster that it shows like on the cover that's going to be in there, Envy, Star Frost, and Zeus and stuff. But this card right now is at 73 listings. We have $6.67, $7.34, $7.99, $7.50, $8.34, and $7.49. So if you are gonna play Mana Diem, these are at like around the $7 to $8 price point. It looks like they've been like going up and down. They were at a high price point, I think, a couple months back, around like $12. I think I saw them as high as 15 too, but that's another story. But yeah, these are at $8 right now. So let me know how you guys feel about Mana Diem Realm Heart. Do you guys see them going up in price, or are they gonna stay at that $8 price point? Also, let me know if you think this is gonna be in the two-player structure decks that coming out in January. We have Sky Striker Ace Azalea. So we talked about this card a couple weeks back. We said that this card was going to go down in price because of Little Knight. People were going to drop the Azalea and put in the Little Knight. It looks like it already has started falling down in price. These were hitting a high price point of like 20 back in October. And right now we have them at 112 listings. We have them at 1246, 1247, $11.50, 1160, and 1268. So I would wait. If you guys have been waiting to pick up Azalea, we'll wait a little bit more because I can see these dropping down to like under $10. Maybe it might go up again when we get the new Sky Striker monster coming out later on, probably next year. I know the OCG got it, but we don't have it yet. So it might come out next year. Right? I think there's a new one. I might be wrong about that. Correct me down in the comments if I'm wrong, but I feel like there was an announcement of a new Sky Striker monster coming out. I could be wrong about that though, but let me know down below. But yeah, I could see these dropping down to under $10, so I will wait a little bit if you were planning to pick up Azalea right now. Next card we have to talk about is Apollosa Bow of the Goddess. So this card has, I guess, 4 printings, and it wasn't listed on the Rarity Collection, so I think people are going to be looking at this card to pick up. It already has started going a little bit up in price. I remember these being around like $4 to $5, but looks like now they started to reach the $6 to $7 price point. We'll start with the premium gold rare. It looks like the premium gold rare, yeah, it looks like it started to bounce up. These are at 87 listings. We have them at like $394, $389, $388. 435, 445, and 463. So almost reaching the $5 price point with no major walls on the first page. So yeah, they could reach that $5 price point pretty quick. Then we have the ultra rare alternative art version at 109 listings, and it looks like they did start to bounce up as well. We have these at $6.13, $6.14, $6.14, $6.15, $6.25, $6.40, and $6.44. So almost reaching the $6.50. Trying to push up to $7. No big walls here as well. We have a wall right here with 12 copies, but once that breaks, I'm pretty sure they could reach the $7 price point. We have ultra rare Apollosa with the original artwork at like $7-ish. Looks like these started to tank down though. We had them at $8, and they have been going down for this one. That's weird. But we have this at $7.77, $6.97, $6.99, $7, and $8. I don't remember these being that expensive, but I guess they were that expensive. Last time I checked up on them, they were like around $5-ish. I even sold some for like around like $5-ish. Next, we have the Secret Rare. This was the original version, right? We have these were around like $30-ish. I think they've been holding. 70 listings on the market, and we have listings for this one starting at $25.18, $25.19. Then going to the second page, we have these at $25.19, $27, $28.89, $29. So trying to push up to the $30 price point. But yeah, it's one of those cards that wasn't reprinted in the Rarity Collection. That's why I wanted to look at it. And it only has 4 printings. So let me know how you guys feel about Apollosa Bow of the Goddess. Like I said, well, I don't want to talk about the Rarity Collection anymore. We're just going to move on now. But yeah, Bow of the Goddess going up in price. We have Blazing Cartesia the Virtuous. So this is mostly used in branded. But I saw a couple OCG builds that were teching Blazing Cartesia in their Centurion decks. I think Centurions are coming out later on this month in the Valiant Smasher set. So I wanted to take a look at these and see how they are, and then we'll revisit them later on if they start seeing play and go up in price. But you guys could pick these up for cheap right now. We have 158 listings on the market right now. These are the prismatic secret rares from the 10s. And we have them at 120, 150, 190, 191, 193, 195, 195, and 198. So they're like under $2. So if you are planning to play like Centurion, maybe want to incorporate this in your build, now would be the time to pick up before people start buying these out. We have the original version from Darkwing Blast. These are at 142 listings. We have listings at $4, $4, $4.79, $3.98, $3.98, and $4. So if I were you guys, I would pick up the cheaper version because it's the same thing and it's cheaper. Or you could go for the original one too. I guess doesn't really make a difference. $4, $2. You guys make the choice right there. I'm going with the Prismatic Secret Rares because I'm a budget player. Next up, we have Arch Nemesis Escatos. So this one I'm kind of late on. We actually saw Escatos being used in a Rescuays build because they could summon it. But I don't really see too many Rescuays players incorporating this because I don't think there's really a way to add this to the hand in that deck unless you maybe like run Bystials to add it to the hand. But yeah, this card saw some play in a Rescuays build, and that's why it went up in price. It was sitting around like $3 to $4, and right now we have it at 44 listings. We have listings at $9.68, $9.69, $10.99, $10, $11, $11.65, $10.67, $11.95, and $11.97. Let me know how you guys feel about Arch Nemesis Escatos. Do you guys think more players are gonna incorporate this in their Rescuays builds, or is this card gonna fade away and go down in price? I think it's gonna fade away and go down in price, but let me know your opinions down below. We have Aroma Seraphie Jasmine going up in price. We did mention this a couple market watches ago when we saw that I guess plants aromas were getting new support. I forgot what said it. Was it Phantom Nightmare? I think it was Phantom Nightmare. But we have 22 listings on the market for this card now. We had this. What was it at? It was around like $10-11, reaching $12. Now it's pushing up to $14.50, $16.19, $17, $17.48, $17.94, $17.96, and $17.97. So pushing up to that $18 price point. I'm pretty sure just hype people picking it up because they found out that we're getting the support for these. But it's one of those cards that doesn't have a reprint. And I don't see it getting a reprint anytime soon, unless maybe they decide to reprint it closer to the release of the set where the Aroma stuff is coming. But we'll see what happens then. But yeah, this card right now is sitting at $18. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Do you guys see it going down? I could see it going down again, but let me know if you guys could see it going down again. Or is it going to stay up at that expensive price of $18? We had Minconco take YCS Bolivia, so I wanted to take a look at some of the Minconco cards. It looks like it is above its market price. So High Demand Infested Minconco was sitting around like, what was it? Back in September around $14. And right now we have it pushing up 61 listings, 1745, 1754, 1690, 1765, and 1897. So almost reaching the $20 price point for Alheim to Manifest in Minconco. I'm pretty sure just people buying it because they saw that it did good at YCS Bolivia, but we'll see how it does at YCS Richmond this weekend. Yeah, it's this weekend. Minconco Water Arab Seek looks like it's still low on listing. 13 listings on the market. We have this at $14.44, $14.45, $13.99, $15, $16.99. So yeah, it is still up there in price. It was like a $4 or $5 card. I remember pulling one and selling it for like $5 because I didn't really care for it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for like the Minconco stuff. Everything else seems to be cheap for the Minconco engine. Just those two cards are the cards that are kind of expensive. So moving on, we have Stake Your Soul. The collector rare is the one I wanted to look at because it looks like it's above its market price and has been going up since like I guess the beginning of October. It was around like $40-ish. Now we have 13 listings on the market. We have our first listing starting at $60 with shipping, $59.99, $60.50, $61.98, $61.99, $64, 67 5. I can't math right now. I think that's like $72, $73. But yeah, it is starting to go up in price. Let me take a look at the regular Staker Soul. I'm actually playing Vanquish Soul and I really love the deck. I actually went to a case tournament over the weekend, but I didn't do that good. I went 3-3. I'll talk about that some other time. But yeah, I've been enjoying playing Vanquish Soul, but I need more practice with it. It's a deck I'm thinking about playing for the regional here in December, and then the regional over in Las Vegas too. So hopefully I could get good by then. But it looks like the original, I mean, the ultra rare version of Stake Your Soul isn't that expensive. It's at $12, $13, $14, $15. I guess like a $15 price point card. But yeah, let me know how you guys feel about Vanquish Soul. Do you guys think the Vanquish Soul cards are going to go up in price? It looks like Stake Your Soul is the only one that has been going up though. Uh, but yeah, comment down below how you guys feel about Stake Your Soul or Vanquish Soul in general. The End of Anubis was a card that was tech during tier element format, and I kind of noticed it was still low on listings. I mean, it is an old card, that's why it's low on listings. But I feel like this card could kind of come back into the meta since we have decks like Unchained and tier elements that rely on the graveyard. And this card basically shuts down those effects. Let's take a look at the ultra rare one. So End of Anubis says as long as this card remains face up on the field, all effects of spell, trap, and monsters that activate, basically no one really uses designate anymore. The activate in the graveyard or the designate in the graveyard or that activate in the graveyard are negated. So it shuts off the graveyard. It looks like these have started to go back up. They were sitting around like $5-ish, and right now we have them. So we hit our lightly played at $24.99. $24.99, $24.99, $24.99, and then $29.98. So yeah, they are starting to push back up. I actually have a copy of these, so I might get rid of it because I'm not using it at the moment. It's one of those cards that's also good in, I guess, like a branded Chimera build, because you could dump this into the graveyard with the new Chimera fusion monster, and then bring it back out with Chimera, the king of, what is it, Phantom Beast? Is it Chimera, the king of Phantom Beast? Yeah, Chimera, the king of Phantom Beast. So you could bring it back out with that during your opponent's turns to lock them out their graveyard. We have the Seeker Rare, the End of Anubis, 81 listings on the market. And this one is currently at lightly played $14.99, $15.76, $15.98, $17.32, and $17.49 for the Ancient Sanctuary Seeker Rare version. The Lost Millennium version, 23 listings. We have this going up as well. It was sitting around like $2 to $3. Now we have our first listing. That's Martley Damage. Our first near mint at $9.99, so $10 and $12 and $12.24. Our last version, which is gonna be the rare version from Toro Pack, I guess 4. They are starting to push back up as well. These were around like $2 to $3. And now we have our first listing at $13.46, $15.49, $19.99, and $27, $29.98 on the first page. So yeah, End of Anubis is starting to go up in price. I know you could also bring this. Well, initially I bought this to play in my Sprite deck to bring out with Mannequin Cat. So that's also another a way you could summon this to the field to go against like Unchained or Tears. But yeah, let me know down below how you guys feel about the End of Anubis. We have Novellis Restaurant at the table. This card has been going up in price. We did have some new Novellis support come out in Age of Overlord, but I'm not really sure how the deck does with the new support. I haven't really seen too many Novellis build top events or anything recently, but it was sitting around like $4 to $5. Now we have our cheapest copy at $5.99, then $6.10, $7.65, $7.70. Then they push up to $8, $8.99, and $8.37. So yeah, they are starting to go up in price and only have 23 listings on the market. If you guys seen any builds top recently, let me know down below. But I feel like this might just be hype because of the new support. So I feel like this card might, stay at that $5 price point. Might come back to that $5 price point. I don't think it's gonna hit like 10 or anything like that, but I could be wrong though. They could like surprise me out of nowhere and like take an event. Goes in match. I want to look at the ultra rare version from Magnificent Mavens, because technically this is like the highest rarity we have of goes in match, ultra rare version. These have been going up slowly. They were like around $1 or $2 after they released, and right now we have 68 listings on the market. We have listings at 299, 299, 309, 313, 314, 324, and 325. So now I'd like a $3 card. Uh, I could see these continuing to go up unless we get like a higher rarity printing, but yeah, this is the highest rarity so far that we have available. It's gonna take a while for it to go up though, because I don't see too many build um teching goes in match at the moment. The top decks are mostly dark, and goes in match isn't gonna really do too much against them. So it's gonna take a while for it to go up, but it could come back into the meta and could push up in price. So if you guys don't have your copies yet, I'll pick them up before they go up even higher. Instant Contact. This is a secret rare from Power of the Elements. I noticed was going up in price. I only have one copy of these. I only bought like one because I was thinking it was gonna go up when Kashtira's were in the format. I thought they were gonna use this to like extend or go into like rank 7, but it never took off. But it looks like now it's starting to push up in price. We had them at like $2 to $3, and right now we have 55 listings on the market. We have listings at 362, 450, 472, 499, 450, 515, and then 597. So they've gone up a little bit. I want to say heroes play this, but I don't really see too many hero builds playing this. Let me know down below if you guys know what decks are incorporating this card into their builds. But yeah, Instant Contact. I'm not sure where this will get reprinted at, because Power of the Elements missed the. Well, this wasn't reprinted in the tens this year, so I'm not sure where it would be reprinted at. Let me know how you guys feel about it though. We have Void Imagination, so we do have some new Infernoid support coming out next year, and I wanted to take a look at how this card is doing, because I know this card was hyped up and reached like a high price point of like $17 a couple weeks back. 15, 16, $17 is what I saw it at. Right now we have 35 listings on the market. It looks like it's gone down a bit. 11.90, 10.91, 10.99, $12, 13.95, 13.98 on the first page. So yeah, it's starting to go down a little bit. It looks like people are kind of forgot about this, and I think that's what happens. People get hyped up and make this card go up in price when new support gets released. Then people forget about it, and then this card starts to drop. I think that's like the best time to pick these cards up, when people forget about uh, the support we're getting. But yeah, it only has one printing. If you are planning to play Infernoids, I would pick these up right now before they start going up even higher again when we get closer to the new support. Another card that, well, yeah, another card that's getting some more support, I guess, is Magic Specters. I forgot what the support did, but I know it makes them like pretty good. I know using this card, it gives you like a full board. But yeah, Magic Spectre Raccoon was high up in price a couple weeks back. Well, a couple months back when the new support was announced. This card was around like 15-ish dollars, I want to say. Let's take a look at the ultra rare from the Megatins. It was reaching like the $15 price point, and right now we have listings at $6, $6.55, $6.75, $6.75, and $6.88. So yeah, it's gone down in price, which is a good time to pick these up, because they could go up again when we get closer to the new support. The Dimension of Chaos ultra rare versions, these are currently at 56 listings and have dropped down in price. They were sitting around like the $15 price point as well. You could pick these up for $6.45, $7.50, $6.99, $9.49, and $9.85. So yeah, they have gone down in price. But yeah, like I said, that's what happens. People get hyped up, buy this card out, make it go up in price, then people forget about it, and it starts dropping again. So this is a good time to pick these up if you haven't got these and are planning to play Magic Specters next year when the new support comes out. And last card on today's Market Watch, I wanted to talk about SP Little Knight just to check up on it, because everyone's talking about it. It looks like it's under 100. 60 listings on the market, and we have this still at $100, so still at a triple digit card. Everyone's playing this card. I mean, I don't really know what more to say about it. It's a really good card, and it's not gonna get reprinted anytime soon. Um, you don't have to play it. It's just like one of those really good cards that's uh, seen in every like top deck that I could think of. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see more of it this weekend at YCS Richmond. But yeah, it's gonna stay at a high price point for a while. I did say that maybe during the off season it might go down in price, like late December, early January. So we'll see if that happens then. But right now, since we do have some YCS, we have the YCS event going on and some regionals until the end of the year. This card is gonna stay at the triple digit mark. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's market watch. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, go follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and X at Return of the Chance. This is Ricky572. We'll see you guys next time.